Hey guys, this is Stephanie and I'm Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. Today I'm coming to you guys with day 29 of the Spring To It Videothon. Today's topic is Ugliest and Prettiest book covers. Now I know we all kind of judge books by their cover, at least a little bit, if not more, and I am definitely guilty of that. Now, since we're talking about book covers, I'm probably not going to go into the contents of the books too much. Most of them you probably already know what they're about. Few of them you might not. But I'm basically just going to be judging books by the cover and not talking too much about a synopsis. When I was looking for my pretty books and my ugly books, I had a hard time coming up with ugly. I mean, there are things in books I don't really like, but I would hardly call them ugly. Now, I do have a lot of books I think are beautiful, but I also have a lot of books that I'm like, it's fine. Sure, it's nice. I wouldn't quite call it beautiful, but it's definitely not ugly. So I don't have a lot of the ugly. I tried to get 5. I couldn't even get 5. So I'm going to show you the 4 ugly book covers that I have. First one is The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. This has the classic people standing about thing that I don't like on covers. And I don't actually have a lot of people standing about book covers. But I have this series and I do think it's ugly, and that's probably one of the things that's kind of kept me from reading this series, but it's one I'll most likely read eventually, but the cover, it's ugly. The next are 2 books from the same series. Now I got these books used and they are from the 70s, and that probably has a lot to do with why the cover is so ugly, but the first one is The Stainless Steel Rat Wants You by Harry Harrison. That's an ugly cover. And the next one is The Stainless Steel Rat for President by Harry Harrison. That too was an ugly cover. Now these I got, like I said, at a used bookstore. I think I got these in at Powell's in Oregon. And this is a book series that my brother-in-law has suggested to me quite a few times. He's the one who got me reading the Dresden Files, so I do trust his taste in books. And he said this is like an old school series, but a good old school series. And they're pretty short too. So I saw them and I bought them and they were super cheap, but I will admit they are ugly. And the last ugly book cover I have is Lux Beginnings. Includes both Obsidian and Onyx books by Jennifer L. Almontrout. And this again falls under the people looking weird, and it's like sparkly. And then the next one in the series is like the other half of her face, so it lines up, but the coloring is off. So I don't know if I just got a weird book or what, but they're all basically this kind of creepy. I would qualify this as an ugly cover. I would. I'm sorry if you love it, but I do not love it. I don't even like it. I would call it ugly. Okay, and that's all for the negative part of the video. I'm so glad it's over. I hate being negative. I really do. Now I gotta show off all my pretty covers. Now I did have a hard time with this, I gotta be honest, because I have so many book covers I think are just beautiful, or I really, really like them. Like I love these. These are my Jane Austens. I love my Jane Austens. I think that they're beautiful books, they're beautiful covers, but I was like, well, you guys see those all the time. So I'm going to show you some ones that maybe you don't see all the time, though I think most of them are pretty well known. First one I'm going to be starting with is the Bloomsbury Harry Potter books. This one is the Azkaban. So it's the 3rd one. It's my favorite cover. It's his Patronus, and it's so cool, and I love it so much. And on the back is the Night Bus. I think I went into detail more with these books on another one of the videos, so you'll have to track that one down. But I think these are beautiful, beautiful books. I would have bought them anyway. Next we have Incarnate by Judy Meadows. And this is a trilogy of 3 beautiful books. I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. The colors, the whole concept, it's gorgeous. This is a real person face done well, though I wouldn't say it's quite a real person's face, but you know what I mean. I am a little foggy in the plot of this, but I think it's about basically there are so many souls that are living on this planet, and then one day one soul dies and another one's reborn. And all the souls are like, no, that can't happen. We live forever. And how did this happen? And then we are following, I think, that new soul that was born. I know that sounds confusing. I bet if you read the books, you'd be less confused. Another beautiful book I got is, whoa, almost dropped that one. The Princess Bride by William Goldman. This is a new one. I just got this a couple weeks ago and I love it. It's so beautiful. It makes me want to read it even more than I already want to read it, because I do want to read it. And it has pictures inside too. I'm going to say most people know what this is about because it's the book that the movie is based on, and they're probably pretty close. I don't know. I haven't read it. I want to read it. I'm going to read it. I'm gonna read it. Next beautiful cover is going to be Rumors, part of the Lux series by Anna Godberson. And the whole series are pretty girls in dresses. And I have a thing for pretty girls in dresses. I love pretty dresses on a cover, and I love it when it's well done. And the whole series does it right, but this red one is just like, I want to be in that dress. I want to look like that while I'm in that dress. I think this is like a mid-1800s historical fiction, follows some sisters through scandal and love and mystery, I think. Next, we have These Broken Stars by Amie Kaufman and Meagan Spooner. I do not know what these are about at all, but they're so beautiful. I have all three of them. They're all so beautiful, but I love the big billowy green, again, dress, but it's done so well. Next beautiful cover, I think the whole thing is beautiful, is The Thrilling Adventure of Lovelace and Babbage, mostly true story of the first computer by Sidney Padua. This is just a beautiful, like, it kind of looks green on the monitor. I think it is a teal. I don't know if it comes off of that. And then when you take the cover off, it's still beautiful. You see, you have pictures on the outside. I love pictures on the outside of the book. And even the front pages are like cute. And it is a graphic novel, but this book is so beautiful. I haven't even read it yet, and I'm like completely in love with it. So, and it is loosely based on the first computer that was invented, but it's in graphic novel form, and there is quite a bit of fiction in there as well. Next beautiful book I have is My Favorite Thing is Monsters by Emil Ferris, and it is absolutely stunning. This is drawn by ballpoint pen. I'm like, what? It is also a graphic novel. That's the back of it. I mean, just this cover is just gorgeous. This is just beautiful. This whole thing is beautiful. And on the spine, it looks like it's like notebook paper. I mean, come on, who does this? This is original and it's beautiful, and I love it. And the last one I'm going to talk about is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. This is an illustrated edition that I got. So pretty. I think this is the Puffin and Bloom edition. I've had it a few years, and I like that it's bigger. The other Puffin and Blooms I have on my shelf are not this size. They're a lot smaller, but I think they started doing this size, and I love that. It is beautiful naked as well, so it's like double the beautiful cover. That, so pretty. And of course, beautiful pictures as well. I love this book. I don't think I've read this particular edition. I did read Alice in Wonderland probably a long time ago. I think I read it in middle school, actually. And it's almost as weird as the movie, but not quite. So that is all I have for you guys today. I showed you lots of beautiful covers, a few not so beautiful covers, but I do prefer buying beautiful covers, so I'm not surprised that I have more of those than the others. Please feel free to comment down below of what book you own that is the most beautiful and say the not most beautiful covers on them. I'll have to try and find the edition you're talking about because I'm sure most books have multiple editions. Also, I hope you are all enjoying our Spring To It vlogathon. I have all the prompts linked down below, so if for some reason you're like, I want to do this too, by all means, please do it. You can do the past ones, you can do the ones to come, or you can release them like we do every day. But always tell us when you do them because we do want to know. Also, check out all my lovely co-hosts linked down below. We have Brews and Reviews, Brooke Clark, Christina's Journey, Danny Buxton, and The Story with Serenity Dawn. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to come back tomorrow because I'll be here. Goodbye. Ooh, can I do that? Can I be her?